Hello, online crew. I am having all sorts of technical difficulty, so just bear with me. What am I doing? Hang on. I'm trying to get live in the group. So, anyone live with me? I'm just trying to. This is hilarious. Leisure wrap up. Okay. Hang on. And don't you love technology? I've got to try to get live in the group. So I'm just trying to push some few buttons in the background. I don't know if anyone's live with me, but this is what you call live technical difficulties. Streaming. Okay, are we going to go live in the group for me, please? Refreshing my screen, trying. If it doesn't work, I'll find another way. Nope, it's not going to work. Bugger. So, what I need to do, how are you? You are watching me live trying to navigate technology. So, what I'm going to do is go over here. So, how was your weekend? I'm going to share it into the group. So what we're here live to do, I tell you, Facebook, have any of you tried like live streaming from StreamYard or Zoom into groups? It's just not user-friendly anymore. It's a pain in the behind. So share to feed. Now it won't let me share to a group from my page. How do I get this into the group? More options. Can anyone share to a group? Here we go. Share to the social media group. I'm just trying to get the live into my Facebook group where we had the bootcamp from. I'm live on Instagram. My phone keeps falling down there. I should be live maybe in my social media group now. So sorry for those of you that are live. You're just watching me fluff around here. Am I live in the group yet? Yay! So I'm just sharing it into the group. Whatever works. Now, back to you guys. How are you? I can't see any of your comments either. Live streaming is just not what it used to be. But all good. You just carry on, don't you? You have to. So what are we here for? We're here to do a wrap up of the live, the lead generation bootcamp, and I'm going to draw on screen the winner of the 30-minute coaching call with me. So I've got all your names on a wheel, and so I'm just trying to pull up my spare phone to see your comments. I can see some comments on my screen from my business page. Hey, Liz. Hey, Margot. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Dean. Hey, Valerie. Maz is in the house. Good to see you. Lisa, Amy. What in the world is Facebook doing? Making my life difficult, Dean. That is what Facebook is doing. I think I've changed it so you can only share to a page. Well, I actually had to just go to the little more button, Lisa, and then it came up to share to the group. So they've changed where you do it. You're quite correct, but you can still do it. Yeah, it's awesome to have you here. Hey, Shirley as well. And I'm back on my normal schedule for Instagram. See my phone up in the corner here? So I'm live on Instagram there. I'm live on YouTube. I'm sharing from my business page into my group because I couldn't go live into my group. So we should be live back on my normal schedule. So who was with me for the lead generation bootcamp last week in the free group only? So we're just having a quick wrap up of that, and I've got all your names, all of those of you that did the homework tasks, and some of you have got your name multiple times on the reel. I'm going to share my screen and draw out the name of the winner of the 30-minute coaching call with me, so I can have a look at your socials, what you're doing, and give you some advice. Now, if you're watching from the group as well, I can see you on my phone. So it's tricky stuff, guys. I'm on my computer here. I've got my phone going live on Instagram here. That's the corner of my phone. And I've got a spare phone trying to pick up comments from the social media group as well. So it was great. Loved it. It was amazing. So what I want to share with you regarding lead generation, and unfortunately, the replays have been pulled down. So all the replays were attached to Guide 31 in my free social media group, and they were pulled down about 10 minutes ago. So the only way you can it just breaks my heart every time I do it. I just cringe every time I push the button, like delete, because when I delete the videos, it deletes all your comments underneath them while we were live, all that fun time that we had together, all of that's gone. So it's really hard to push the button and press delete. But those of you that are in my coaching community or have joined the coaching community or would still like to, you can get the replays of that over on my members website, as well as every other boot camp I've ever done, like the personal branding, the content creation, lead magnet bootcamp, AI bootcamp, TikTok bootcamp, Reels bootcamp. It's all there for you to take advantage of. Now, I have had a couple of comments in the last half an hour to an hour of people trying to get into the coaching community and saying the discount codes aren't the discount codes aren't working. So to my knowledge, they are. And my whole motto is to be a human before a marketer. So although there's a deadline, if you have been trying to get into the coaching community and you've had some trouble with the discount codes, reach out and message me. I'm a human. I will always be a human before a marketer. I will work things out for you, even though the deadline has passed. Okay, so if you're having any technical difficulties, we'll work it out. Don't stress. Okay, but I would like to welcome, we've got, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing some of these names correctly, but Thu, Effie, Keely, Margot, Barbara, Joanne, Stephanie, Gail, Susan, Carmina, and Carlos are new members to the coaching community. So welcome. I can't wait to get to know you guys a little bit better and help you in your businesses. If you are in the coaching community, we have our live Q&A Zoom calls this week. So depending on what time zone you're in, I do a couple of them. So you should find a time zone that suits you. And they are awesome calls because you can get all the training under the sun from myself and other people out there training how to help you build your businesses on social media. But it's not until you can ask a question and get on like a live Zoom with somebody like myself and ask questions about your specific business. What's going on for you? What are you struggling with? What do you need help with? You need to be able to get on calls every month to discuss your business. And that's what those calls are for. And so if you're in the coaching community or if you get in today, you'll be able to access those live Q&A Zoom calls. So people like Liz, you're always there. Tell everybody how beneficial those calls are. And honestly, you can get in for $1. $1. And soak up my training for 14 days. Work out if you want to stay. And if you want to stay, it's the cost of a few cups of coffee, like a month. Or you get in the discounted annual membership. You just pay under a few $100s for a whole 12 months worth of thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of training. It's a no-brainer, really, I think anyway. But anyway, back to the lead generation. But honestly, reach out if you're having any problems signing up with the discount codes. Okay. So I'm checking in on, has anyone got a total tally that was with me on the lead generation bootcamp last week of your leads while we were doing the bootcamp? What is your total number of leads? Looking at day 3 and 4 of the homework tasks, these were the kind of numbers of leads that we got in 4 days. last week. So Katrin, 277, Margot, 166, Keely, 110, Donna, 100, Judy, 25, Claudette, 250, Joanne, 14, Dean, 19, Terry, 82, Anne, 120, Marjorie, 20, Beth had, I don't know, 200 and something. And that was like on day 3 and day 4. Like you would have had more since then. So I hope those of you that went through the lead generation bootcamp really do understand that there are leads all around you on social media. You've just got to look at the people that are looking at you and be willing to, put content out there and hopefully attract those leads. And while you're attracting leads through your content, you're creating conversations as well. Your ICQ, you're intentionally complimenting people and asking them questions. You're ICQing. Okay? ICQ. Intention, compliment, question. You should have part of your DMO every single day on social media is to ICQ. ICQ. Do you ICQ every day? I want to see a yes or a no. You can put a no if you want. Be honest. But that's really what you want to do to be able to attract leads. And then what we went through in the boot camp is a process that takes you from how do we weed out a lead to a qualified prospect. Because you want to have leads filling the top of your funnel every day, all day, week in, week out. Leads. Your top of your funnel is full. And you weed down through your questioning, your comments, your the process that you go through with so you can get customers, clients, or teammates. That's the process that you need to go through. And I hope that's crystal clear for those of you that went through the lead generation bootcamp last week. I would also, for those of you that were new to the lead generation bootcamp that have joined the coaching community or you are a member of the coaching community, go back and do last month's bootcamp, which was the lead magnet bootcamp, and learn how to utilize lead magnets to attract leads because they're more qualified. They're highly qualified. Okay. Now, language, I am seeing, and I want to have a conversation with you around this, is help me, like people saying, how do I get a customer, or how do I get a team member, or how do I get a client, whatever it is that you are doing? If that is the language that you are using on social media, you need a mindset shift. You're not out to get anybody. It's not how this works. We're not out to get people to join us in our business or get them to buy off us. What we're here to do is attract people to us and solve a problem that they have. And there will be a purchase, a transaction that makes that happen. So if you wake up in the morning and think about conversations and content, like who can I get? What can I post to get a customer today? What can I post to get a team member? What script can I write to get people into my business? It's just not the right way to look at it. Do you understand what I'm saying with that? It's like, how do I attract people to me? And you should wake up in the morning thinking, who can I help today? What problems can I solve for people today? Your products and your business opportunities shouldn't be looked at as how you get people into them. You should look at it as, how do I help some people today with the products that I have and the business opportunity that I have on offer? Who can I help today learn about a business opportunity that might help them generate some more income? Or what can I share today in my socials or a post or in a conversation that can help somebody solve a problem with the products that I have on offer? Do you understand the difference in how you approach this business? When you come from a mindset of, I wonder who I could offer this opportunity today that might help them. Versus, what can I post today to get a customer? It's just icky. It's spammy. When you think that way, you'll come across that way. Your conversations will come across that way. Your messages in Messenger will come across that way. You know those messages. You've seen them. You've received them. Have you not? In your Messenger, somebody friend requests you, and then they send you that spammy message of what they want to share with you because they want to get you into their business. You know how that plays out and how that feels. It doesn't feel good on the receiving end of that, does it? So when you're in the mindset of you want to get customers and you want to get team members, that's how you will be perceived. Don't be that person. Be a human before a marketer. Approach your business with how you can help people, what problems you can solve for people, whether that's product or business. Just really encourage you to shift your mindset around how you approach this business on social media, because you'll get far better outcomes, you'll have far better conversations, and you'll create much better content when you come from the place of what can I share today that's actually going to help somebody with something. Okay? What are your thoughts around that? Would love to sort of know what you're thinking when I sort of share that with you. Do you agree? I guess does that make sense to you? Let me know your thoughts around that. Just checking in on your comments, because I've seen it a lot in the last 7 days, going through the boot camp, people asking questions, people looking for advice and help. That's often what I hear. Can you help me with such and such to get customers? And I know some people don't necessarily mean it that way. It's just kind of how it comes out. But the way that you really want to think to truly attract people to you on social media is, how can I attract more people to me? Or how can I create more curiosity in my stories or my socials or my short form videos, my reels and my TikToks, to attract more conversations, to attract more people to be curious about what it is that I can have, so I can have more conversations. Make sense? There's enough stress in the world. Thanks, Caroline. Those calls are golden. Okay, where are we at with leads? 46. Opened my eyes, working on it. Not as much as I should. Oh, sorry, I'm catching up with your comments way after. I was counting my leads due to having time off for my mental health. Absolutely, you do what you need to do. Working on becoming a habit, building the new habits. Love the process. Awesome. I help. Changes everything. It does when you really get it. Helping people. I agree. Yes, we should be helping people. I agree. Exactly how I love to approach my business. Awesome, Lisa. Agreed from Leonie. How can I help? Curiosity is key. So when you come, amazing comments. So when you come across from that place, and whenever you're thinking about content or conversations, you won't be that person in Messenger that's spamming people that makes our industry look bad. Every time I get one of those messages, it just makes me cringe, because it's like it's you that's giving our industry a bad name, sending messages like that. Don't do that. Okay? When you come truly from a place of who can I help today? I know my products can help people, so what can I share? What value can I give? What conversation can I start to truly help somebody? You will not create spammy content, and you will not be spammy in Messenger. So just, if you take a message from this video at all, just hang on to that and think about that deeply when you're creating content and when you're having conversations. How can I help this person? What questions can I ask to help this person? Not, what can I tell them about my business because I want them to join me? Or what special have I got on to get customers? And I'm not saying don't ever talk about specials, But when you do kind of like 80% of giving value and sharing and coming from the right place, when your company does have a special and you put something out, like it got a discount on and whatever, people are receptive to it. They're not skeptical about it because you've been talking about it and you give so much value all the time. So then when you do put something out there about a special, people aren't fussed about that. They're not skeptical about that because you are so helpful majority of the time. If all anybody sees from you about your company and your products is when there's a special on or a promo on, now the skepticism goes up. It's like, what are they trying to sell? Because you created no value around the sale. It's so important. Okay? So what I'm going to attempt to do now is pull up the wheel of names, and let's hope this works. So I'm going to get rid of that screen there. I'm going to get rid of this screen here. You can't see these screens. I'm going to attempt to share my screen and pull up the wheel. Okay. So let me come back to you. Let's hope that, because the whole live streaming thing, when I shift screen, it gets glitchy. Let's see how we go. So I'm going to attempt to share my screen. Sharing. Entire screen. So if you filled out the homework task, I'm already glitching. Da-da-da. Let's see what you guys can see. Okay. Can you see the screen? Can you still hear me and see me? I'm watching the screen. Oh, you can. Okay. And it looks like it's stuck. No, it's kind of spinning. Can you see that, guys? So if your name was on the homework task, and sorry, if you're watching on Instagram, you can't see this. Your name will be in here. If you filled out the homework task on day 2, your name will be in twice. If you did the homework task on 3 days, your name is here 3 times. If you did the homework all 4 days, your name is here 4 times. Okay? So completely random. Everybody that filled out the homework tasks, your name is here. Okay? Oh, good. So click to spin. Spinning, 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 spinning. Who's the winner? Shirley! Shirley, you're here live, aren't you? There you see it. Shirley, you have just won a 30-minute coaching call with me. So you can see it on the screen there. Everybody congratulate Shirley. That was totally random. Everybody's names was there. So I'm going to stop screen sharing. So Shirley, I will send you a message. I think Shirley was on live. Is she not? Donna, did you see you were? It was almost you. And Claudette, it was almost you as well, I think. So Shirley, I will reach out to you and we'll make a time convenient to the both of us in our time zones to do that call with you. I'll have a look at your socials. I'll give you some tips. So that will be great. Yeah, oh, you're still on. Awesome. Yeah, Donna, you were right there. So close. So I would just like to say a massive thank you to every one of you that was on the Lead Generation Bootcamp with me. It was a pleasure to deliver that bootcamp, and I hope it's opened your eyes to leads, how to attract leads through content and conversation, and how to get a lead to an actual qualified prospect through things like lead magnets, ICQ, and your content. Okay. Last month, I did the Lead Magnet Bootcamp. So those of you that are in the coaching community, or you still want to join the coaching community, and again, if anyone's having problems with the discount codes, they should be live for about another hour. But if there's any issues, just reach out. We'll get you in. It's all good. All the recordings of my boot camps, whether it's lead gen, lead magnet, the Reels boot camp, TikTok boot camp, AI boot camp, personal branding boot camp, content creation boot camp, they're all on the members website. Okay, so huge amounts of value. And if you are a coaching community member, then you get access to the live Q&A Zoom calls, which are for those of you that are in my coaching community this week. So jump on those calls with me this week so we can talk about your business, what's going on for you. Okay, so I'm back to my live schedule this week. So I'm not live tomorrow, but the next day and the day after that, just come back, normal channels, whether that's Instagram, business page, free group, or YouTube, back on my normal live schedule. Heads up, next month is going to look a little bit different as we move into July, because I am traveling to America. I am speaking on stage. If you want to know more about that, go to my personal profile and read the post that I put up last night in my time zone. So just look for my personal profile. Would love as many of you as possible to, if you can't be in LA with me, to have a drink with me and give me a squeeze, a cuddle, get the live stream ticket, because the speakers are incredible. If you want all the modern strategies for how to build a business online, you absolutely want a virtual ticket to the Digital Networker Live event that is going on next month. So I'm traveling to America for that. And I don't know if I've said this publicly much or at all, but for the first time after we finish the conference, I'm flying in to America, my husband and my two boys. My boys are 16 and 17, and we are going around America for, well, we're not really going far, but we're traveling America for almost 2 weeks. So I'm going to show my boys Disneyland, Universal Studios. We're hiring, what do you guys call those trucks? Is it a GMC? Is that what you call them? Big, like your big American trucks. Like we're hiring one of those and we're driving from LA to Vegas. We've booked a show in Vegas. I had to pick an appropriate show for teenage boys. So we're going to see Chris Angel, the magician. So we'll show the boys as much of Vegas. We're not going to be gambling or going in casinos because they're underage, but, you know, showing them a bit of Vegas. We're going to a Dodgers, baseball game. It's just going to be amazing. So as always, you guys are going to come on the ride with me while I'm traveling, speaking at the event first, and then going on the travels with my husband and my boys. I'll share. I won't be on my normal live schedule while I'm traveling, but geez, don't think you're not going to be seeing what's going on, because I'll be sharing that with you. I will say I'm hoping this will be a trip of a lifetime for my family, because our Australian dollar to your American dollar, if you're in America, is terrible. The cost of this trip is insane. It makes me cringe. Australians, you know what I'm talking about with the exchange rate from the Australian dollar to the American dollar. It is not in our favour. You Americans come to Australia, you'll be cleaning up. But going the other way, crazy expensive. But is this not why I work so hard? Is this not why I do what I do, to give my family the opportunity to go on a trip like this? I can't wait. And as it turns out, the American company that I'm speaking on stage for just last week announced for the foreseeable future they're no longer doing in-person events. So I probably won't have much need to go back to America in the near future. So I'm so glad that we organised this trip this time. It's funny how things work out. I'm a big believer. I don't know about you guys. Sorry, I'm waffling now. I'll get off in a minute. But I'm a massive believer, like to my core, even when we don't understand it, that things always happen for a reason, good, bad, or indifferent. Do you believe that? I'm a true believer, even if it's not positive, bad things happen, but I'm a true believer that things happen for a reason. And I'm also a big believer that everything will work out as it's meant to. The universe has got my back, and whatever's going on for me, whether it's painful, stressful, you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel sometimes, I just truly believe everything will work out as it's meant to. I don't even know why I'm sharing that, but it's just what I believe in, and I just think that's a great way to think about life. We may not always understand the heartaches that we go through, the bad things that happen to people, or the bad things that happen to us, or the stresses that we go through. But to my core, I think everything happens for a reason, whether I understand it or not. So, as it turns out, this trip and organizing the family trip, I'm so grateful that it's kind of timing, because unless it was now, any of you with teenage kids know they get to that age where they're probably not going to travel with mum and dad anymore. And my eldest is about to finish his final year of school, and he's already doing what they call a school-based apprenticeship. So he's already doing half school and half job. And he'll be out in the big wide world next year. And so we might not be able to organize a family trip like we are now. Anyway, now I'm really waffling. I'm just having a chat with you. So I better get off. But congratulations to Shirley. I'll reach out to you. Coaching community members, join me this week on our live Q&A Zoom calls. Those that are new to the coaching community, so welcome. I can't wait to help you in your businesses inside the coaching community. If anyone's having trouble joining up with the discount codes, reach out to me personally. We'll get you sorted. And I will see you live again, not tomorrow, but the next day. Catch you then. Bye.